In this section, we're going to look at how to set things like the margins, the paper size, and the orientation. Now, if you click within the Page Layout tab, you've got a page setup section here, and there's various things like margins, orientation, size, print size, breaks, background, and print titles. So first off, we'll look at margins. If you click on the down arrow here, you can see you've got normal, wide, and narrow. So if you click on wide, you don't see very much here, but if I click on where it says view and go to page view, and then go back here, and then go back to page layout and set the margins back to normal, you can see that's what a normal margin looks like. So either side, top and bottom. If you want to change the margins, you can just simply go here, so you can have wide margins if that's what you want. So sure enough, you've got wider margins. Then you can go down here, you can have narrow margins. You have to be a little bit careful with narrow margins, especially if you customize very narrow margins, because you might find they don't actually print on your printer. So if you want to specify a custom margin, instead of using these, you can click on where it says custom margin, and basically you can set it for whatever you want. And you can also center horizontally and vertically if you want to. As I said, be a little bit careful using very small margins, because you might have problems printing. So even though the print preview might look okay, sometimes on some printers it just won't print properly. Now if you want to change the orientation, again you click on page layout, go to page setup, and here's the orientation icon. And if you click on that, basically you've got two choices. You've got the default, which is portrait, and if you click here, it changes it to landscape, so you can see it'll print like so. Obviously you can just put it back the way you want to the default, which is the normal one. The other thing you can do is change the size of the paper. So if I click here, the two most common ones are either A4 or letter size. So for instance, in the United States, if I click on where it says letter size, that will change the size of the paper. So it's what's called letter size, which is used in the United States. If you're in, say, Europe or Australia, what you do is you probably go for A4, which is slightly different. So just check their setup, matching your local standards.